You said that it works better on some paint than others. Now, I'm guessing that monster balls are sort of just like a lost cause, or have you even tried it? And what does it work better on than others, other paint?
We've had a really high degree of success with stuff like Marbleizer,
Okay.
Premium, Stinger was a great. So far, we've had just wonderful results with Stinger. Stuff that's been sitting on the shelf that we know has been sitting on the shelf for a couple years because it was in either friends of mine's garage or, I had a couple cases of it in the basement. And, Stinger works great with this stuff.
I've got some evil paint here and some old Marbs from at least like 5 or 6 months ago. So I'm going to show them to the camera. They're fairly dimpled. They're just, I wouldn't shoot them through. It'd be sort of like the paint that you would use if you just want to practice squeegeeing a lot. Is sort of what I have here. You see on eBay or something like practice paint, $15 a case, and you're like, oh great. So I have 2 bottles. I have a T1A and T3A. For what I have here, which would you recommend?
For the Marbs, it depends on the condition they've been stored in.
Mm-hmm.
If they're a little too bouncy, I would use the T3A because that seems to increase, in just a rule of thumb, that will seem to make paint a little more brittle.
Okay.
T1A is closer to the original formula that we had, which seems to work a little faster.
Okay.
But you'll also notice a little more bounce. It will actually decrease the brittleness of the shell, generally speaking.
Okay, so you've got one for more bounce, less brittle, more for more brittle, less bounce, or just sort of like how?
That's pretty much it. T3A will increase the breakability of the shell while removing dents and dimples, and T1A will decrease the brittleness of the shell, making it less likely to break in the barrel or in the hopper. Of course, it's also less likely to break on your target.
Oh.
But if it breaks in the barrel, it doesn't matter how accurate your gun is, how fast you can squeeze that trigger, or how brittle your paint is. If it's still brittle, it pops.
This is stuff that will just become like, agitator stew, where I'll turn on my hopper and just hear, I'm like,
exactly.
Oh, God. So what do I do now? I've got it. I just spray it uniformly. They're one single layer here in the cardboard, and I just sort of spritz 10 or so times on it till they're evenly coated and shake it like a Polaroid picture.
Just give it a good shake. Roll it around in there to make sure it's evenly coated. Maybe give it another couple, 3, 4 sprays. Roll it again, and then just walk away and leave it for a while.
I feel like I'm in charge of Powerball or something right now. Like B1, B1. Okay, it smells nice though. Okay, now we'll put this around a little bit more, let that just sit there, and then we check it out in how many minutes? 5, 10
I recommend that you leave it for at least an hour, but
Okay.
I've seen this stuff work. Some stuff like Stinger, I've seen it on Stinger, where you can sit there and watch it pop out.
How cool. Okay, guys.
In like 10 minutes you can go from, man, I wouldn't put that in my hopper if you paid me to, that doesn't look half bad.
So what we'll do is I'll let this sit, and we will put this in our blog, and then I'll also put this up as a twit pic later on our Twitter account, twitter.com/PbLive, and our producer LJ I'll take a picture, and then he will put it up in our blog, which is wordpress.com/PbLive, or go to pblive.tv and click on the blog link. Very cool. Now, what's in the future for this? Is this pretty much you've got it more or less figured out, your different styles? There's some paint that's just undesirable, and you're just like, why even try? Or are you going to try and get, a system like everybody has their barrel kits? They've got their different backs for their things. They're going to have like a little butterballs kit where they go, oh, what paint are we using today? That would be a T12. I don't know. Spray. Oh, looks between a this and a this. Okay, that's fine. That what you're going for?
That's kind of where we're going with it. We've got an offer for that in the ad on eBay. where you can offer any combination of 3 or 4 different types that we have, kind of a sample pack.
Nice.
The stuff that we found that it doesn't work on the best is the winter type paints, because it has a kind of a plastic additive to the shell. We had to include another ingredient in a type that we call T4CNA, 10%. Now, this is maybe confusing to other people. I kind of named the formulas with clues as to what were in them, so that I could, remember myself and kind of catalog their application mentally. But the T4CNA, if you over-apply it to some of these paints, you can actually melt the shell.
Oh, wow. Could you pop them like in a microwave?
Yeah, exactly. You'll see them develop warts and then get really, really breakable quick.
Weird.
So you don't want to over-apply T4CNA if you buy that. On the other hand, luckily for everybody involved, winter paint makes up a minority of paint sold, obviously.
Wow. That's cool. That's really freaking cool. I mean, I love it. We'll have this stuff up. People are wanting to know where they can get it. We tossed the link up in the chat board here for the eBay auction. That auction has 10 days, 8 hours left. There are more than 10 available, guys, so jump on that bad boy right now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Yes. Where else can they find more information? They want to find more information about you, about Butterballs. If they got questions, concerns, whatever,
I'm always happy to talk to people on the phone. They could email me at. Can I give you my email?
Please do.
That's loonze444@gmail.com.
There you go. loons444@gmail.com. Patrick, thank you so much for being on the program. Any shout-outs you want to give to any people, places, websites, etc., since we got you on the line?
TCP Paintball, Wayne Berry, thank you so very much for the support, the encouragement, the advice. All the people in the industry that have taken the time to talk to me about this and some of the other ideas that we've put out. I'd just like to generically thank you very much for your time and for your consideration of the ideas that we've thrown out to you. And to you, I'd like to thank you very much for taking the time to put us public.
Well, thank you so much. This will be out, I believe, in the July issue of Paintball Sports Magazine in the Gear Bag Reviews, starring yours truly. So look for it there, guys. Check it out. And Patrick, again, thank you, and we will see you on the online.
Thank you very much. Have a good night.
Thank you.